Kovar can't paint, you know it's true. Oh, he can't paint. Ooh, yeah, the man can't paint. It's sad but true.
So sad, so true.
Kovar can't paint, and so can you.
Hi guys, welcome to Kovar Can't Paint. I'm Kovar, and I can't paint still. If you're just joining this channel, I am not a painter. I'm not a professional painter. I'm not even an amateur painter. This is my third watercolor I've ever done in my life, and I decided to start doing watercolors and also to record my progress here on YouTube. And if you stick around to the end, I will show you a huge mistake that I made that just drives me crazy, and it's the first time I've done this on one of my paintings. And stick around to the very end, and I'll share it with you. I'm a little embarrassed. Today it's a rainy day here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I decided to do a nice rainy pick. Following a YouTube artist that is pretty fantastic. His name is Prakashan Puthur, and he does some amazing work. He's pretty advanced, and the episode I'm following is this one, which is Rainy Day, Pen with Watercolor, Painting Demo by Prakashan Puthur. I will, of course, put the link down below in the description. So please check it out and try this painting yourself if you want to give it a try. I'm not going to lie, this painting was definitely the hardest one I've tried so far. Of the three I've done so far, I definitely found this one the biggest challenge. In fact, I was a little intimidated, so much so that I practiced some of the drawing and just trying to figure out which colors he was using on a separate pad the day before. And then I kind of put off painting because I was a little nervous, but you know, the nervousness passed and I was able to sit down and give it a try. So this is my first ink and watercolor. First time to try the ink outline. So pretty excited to try it. It looks really cool. The sky up here is a wet on wet. And I think maybe if I would have just stopped right here, I would have been good. But I don't think I trusted that the ink was going to, or the paint was going to spread. And I ended up sort of spreading it out more, which is fine. But I love how his sky has so much lighter and more white. I think one thing I realized is that a much more professional, experienced artist is able to do things so much more subtle. And you know, that's the craft, right? I was excited to try this look because it is pretty cool. It looks sort of easy. It's not, but it does create a pretty beautiful look. So in this, I did most of it in pencil first, and then went back over it with the ink pen, just to get the proportions right. I erased that figure in the middle 2 or 3 times, just trying to get the proportion even close to what he has in his painting, and I didn't. I think my guy is like, well, first of all, I think his is a girl. Mine ended up looking more like a man in a trench coat, and his proportions are much smaller and more delicate than mine. It's been raining so much here in Georgia lately. And the thunderstorms, man, coming from Los Angeles, that's a huge difference. The thunder here is crazy. It sounds like a joke. It's like comic. It's so loud. But Oreo, he hates it. He gets really scared, so he'll come and wake me up in the middle of the night if he hears even the slightest sound of thunder, and I've got to take him in another room and cuddle with him till he can go to sleep. But we may have to get him one of those thunder shirts or something. Have you guys tried those? The thunder shirts for dogs? Do they work? Have you tried them? Let me know. In my myriad of expertise I have garnered over 3 paintings, I do notice that the shadow is the key to making things look a lot better. It's what gives something its substance and its life, and what pulls it up off the page and keeps it from looking like a bunch of flat colors that you spilled. I've learned that a little bit from other paintings, and in this one I watched him closely to see where he was putting the shadows so that I could emulate them and try to make my painting match his as best I can. I have to say, I am really excited about watercolor, more than I thought I was going to be. I kind of hoped I would be into it. I liked the idea of it, but I definitely want to paint. And YouTube has so many great painters that you can follow and learn from, and I think the entry into it is so easy. For a small amount of money, you can get all you need. And then there's thousands of hours of tutorials online with really cool stuff. You can learn anything. So it's just like sitting in a class anywhere in the world. It's an amazing time. At this point, everything was so wet on the page, I had to bring out the dryer. I noticed that I was losing real control over any of the stuff I was putting down because the page was so wet, and I just needed to get it dry so that when I put down some more color, like I couldn't make those black lines right there. They just kept washing away. And I realized, yeah, my canvas is a little wet. So, you know, learn. Learn by doing. This artist has so many beautiful paintings online. I definitely recommend you check him out, just to watch him paint and just to see his cool images that he comes up with. We're getting to the part where I'm definitely focusing on the shadows and trying to bring out as much of that as I possibly can. It makes a huge difference. And this is where I just kind of do my own thing, you know, just kind of touch up where I just don't like the way it looks and come in and start fiddling and hope I make it better. It's a good thing we're almost at the end here. The rain has stopped and Oreo is ready for his walk. Well, we're coming to the end of another painting, my friends. Love to hear what you think about this artist. Always, if you want to share with me other artists that you follow that you think are great. And I can't wait to try another one. But first, there is that thing I promised you, which is to show you the big fail that I had on this painting that you're looking at right now. Okay, so here's the final painting. And there is something missing. Oh, yeah, the white frame. I forgot to put tape around my painting before I started, and I can't stand that I did that. It makes it look so much better. Look at the difference between these and this. All right. Well, next time.
He can't paint. Ooh, ooh, yeah. The man can't paint. It's sad but true.
So sad, so true.
Kovar can't paint, and so can you.